watching this.
Like, and I pride myself in being able to like figure shit out with movies so good, and this is not working, man.
Hey, thanks for stopping by the Reaction Lounge. My name is Eric Wilfred Watson, and as almost always, I'm joined by my companion, Steve.
Hey, welcome to the lounge, guys. Today we are finally getting around after begging, pleading, attempted bribery. I'm pretty sure the next step was going to be attempted threats of murder. We're finally getting around to me watching Joaquin Phoenix's Joker for the first time ever. This movie has been out for a very, very long time, and somehow through, I'm not even going to say no fault of my own, it's 100% my fault, but somehow I have never made it around to seeing this movie. So today we're going to watch it, we're going to react to it, we're going to talk about it, and I'm actually really looking forward to this movie today.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of Batman content lately on this channel, and it just came up in conversation. I had to just assumed he watched it, and he said, "I've never seen the Joker movie." I'm like, "You're this." Part of the reason we became friends is because we realized we were into this sort of shit, and to have him not, having seen this movie just blew me away. But we're going to correct that right now. And if you want to watch more reactions, please hit that like and subscribe button.
Please push like and subscribe.
But I think it's time to just get going. And have you watched Joker for the first time ever? And me watch it for maybe my fourth time-ish, give or take?
Heard nothing but good things about it.
I like that they're doing the old-fashioned 80s Warner Brothers logo.
It was taking me a second too to look at that, because I was like, I've never seen that before.
Affect my business when customers can't get in here because of the garbage.
There's something about the old time radio announcers, how they all had that same voice.
Is this the first time we've seen Joker put on his makeup live action? You've seen Jack Nicholson wipe it off.
Yeah. And Heath Ledger, you saw it cracked, but it was always this weird, just mystery.
Old-timey music.
And the font. Like, yeah, you imagine running in clown shoes? Oh my god!
Just in case you thought you had a bad day at work.
Yeah, no kidding. I already like the musical score. This it's a different kind of a sad than I've heard before.
Just the slow pullback of the camera too, and just the junk in the alley. Very the worst part of New York pre-90s era.
Yeah. He's such a good actor.
It's a weird, sad cry laugh.
And it's not even just what he's saying. Like the tensing up in his facial muscle. I mean, it just, wow.
I think I told you I'm pursuing a career in stand-up comedy.
Probably not dad jokes. Just hope my death.
I just hope my death makes more sense than my life.
What the hell?
So there were red flags.
Just a couple.
I was wondering if you could ask the doctor to increase my medication.
That's a red flag. Well, at least in 2024 it is.
Arthur, you're on 7 different medications.
If you didn't already know this was a comic book movie, you would never know this is a comic book movie.
Yeah. You can still see some of the makeup on his jaw.
It said, "Kindly return this card" on it, and she didn't give it back.
That's a really unique take on Joker's just laughter.
I love the piles of garbage. It's a very interesting version of Gotham City.
The Gotham TV show had a similar Gotham, didn't it?
Feels a lot more like a real place.
Yes. Which I personally enjoy. The Batman did a very good job with that as well.
Authorities are saying the city is under siege.
Super rats.
It's Thomas Wayne. Well,
Oh.
Field TV with rabbit ears. A lot like the old Johnny Carson curtains.
Is that
Robert De Niro?
wow? I didn't know he was in this. He does great for period pieces, though. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
My reflex every time I hear "Come on down," I think of Bob Barker.
Price is Right.
Yep. Come on down. Not gonna lie, that's not what I was expecting. I was thinking it was gonna be like as soon as the lights turn off, he's like, "Listen, you dumb son of a bitch! Don't you ever interrupt my show again."
That was in his mind. It was all in his mind.
Oh, I thought it was a memory.
No, he was sitting there in bed with his mom thinking about that.
Oh, I interpreted that as a memory. Oh,
It's his fantasy.
It's gonna be one of those movies.
Don't sweat it, Art. No one has to know.
If somebody says I'm not supposed to have a gun, believe them.
There's so many red flags that come up with that. It is like, there are reasons.
You know what I've always wondered?
No, I don't.
Do you people call it miniature golf, or is it just golf?
I love how they filmed Gotham City in this. I just love it. Just dingy.
It's dingy, but there's still so much going around that gives you this idea that not everyone is in the dingy. And I appreciate that a lot.
Still little touches like the graffiti in the elevator.
Yeah.
Don't you have to be funny to be a comedian?
Wow! Listen, lady, you don't got much. Wow. As someone who enjoys firearms, every part of this is just making me nervous.
I'm pretty sure he's never had a gun safety class.
No. Oh, don't do what are you doing, man? We're dancing with it. Okay?
it was not him.
What the hell? Why would you pull the trigger? Oh, I don't like this. Why are you seeing her? Oh, don't be creepy. No, she seems really nice. Don't be creepy, dude. I cannot get over the score. This just sounds awesome. All the wallpaper. Some of the kitchen, some of there.
Well, that's the screeching of the strings and the slow zoom. His handwriting even looks insane.
He looks like someone who's naturally not left-handed. Like, that's how bad it looks.
You following me today?
Oh!
Busted.
Busted!
Yeah. You let me know when?
But she seems into you.
Any kind of background check for the entertainment?
Lack thereof the background check. I'm...
Know why you brought a gun into a kid's hospital?
You brought a gun!
Children's hospital.
Randall told you that?
You're fired.
Well, I think that's just cause for firing him.
Just cause.
The sign thing was kind of bullshit, but bringing a gun to that was...
Back to the graffiti. Got some on the train there.
It just looks lived in and real.
Yep. It's that perfect shade of like eggshell. Oh, don't be a dick. This whole thing is just messed up. Ooh.
Damn.
Oh! Damn. Oh! That escalated extremely quickly.
Damn.
I appreciate that.
The clicking, that he ran out of ammo.
He actually ran out of ammunition.
And then like the ringing ears from the loud noise.
Yep. And what's interesting is like the score now has become not as broken as it was before. There's not as much scratching. It's more deliberate. Oh, we can, I mean, okay, she's about it. Okay.
Type, yeah.
Did you really bring a gun to the children's hospital, Artie? What the fuck would you do that for?
Thank you.
Right.
It was his gun.
Oh, damn!
I forgot to punch out.
That actually was funny.
They're too scared to show their own face. And until those change for the better.
He's so
Those of
skinny.
us who have made something of our lives, we'll always look at those who haven't.
Yeah, I read online he went on a special diet to lose as much weight as possible. He ate like next to nothing for a long time.
Oh my goodness. Old school dark room, which is the little lights on top, or little lamps.
Cigarette haze in the air.
Oh, she's there. Killer Clown. Okay, good artist rendition.
Yeah. Completely accurate. Oh, he seems to enjoy it.
I think the guy that did it is a hero.
Oh no.
3 less pricks in Gotham City. Only a million more to go.
No! You can't say that!
Not to...
No! You can't! Oh my god! Whoa! 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 What?
That said son.
What? I am so sorry for your editing later.
I think this movie broke Steve.
Happy. He's a very powerful man.
How have I avoided that spoiler for so many years?
Everybody's reading the Killer Clown newspapers. A little bit different take on the Wayne family than you're used to seeing on film.
That just means that Batman and Joker is the most extreme sibling rivalry ever! I'm glad you suggested I have alcohol. So borderline, I'd say required for this reaction. Oh my goodness. Good timing. Who is that?
What do you think it is?
Shut up. Eric Wilford Watson, no. There's no way.
What's your name?
I'm Bruce.
No!
I had to go get more rum.
See Mr. Wayne?
Well, you shouldn't be speaking to his son.
You had no idea what you were getting yourself into.
No!
In the back of the ambulance.
Oh no, is that mom? Yeah. Oh no.
This videotape from Pogo's Comedy Club right here in Gotham. Here's a guy who thinks if you just keep laughing, it'll somehow make you funny.
No.
Oh, Ma, I'm gonna be a comedian.
You should have listened to your mother.
Oh, that's his idol.
Yeah.
Well, no one's laughing now.
Ashtray, newspaper, cigarettes.
And some sexy wallpaper. His ego is loving this.
Which it does not need.
No. Well, little do they know they're feeding it to the guy that started this.
You people, you say that stuff to my mother?
She's crazy.
Oh. Oh. Good punch.
I'll fucking kill you.
Dang. Touch my son again, I'll fucking kill you.
I mean, see,
from his perspective, he's not wrong.
Yeah. I kind of like the iteration of Wayne being, or of Thomas being like this, though. Not necessarily a prick, but like more tough guy. I don't know. I feel like every other time I've seen iterations of Thomas, he's very gentle.
Well, they just wanted you to like him in all the other versions because the idea is that Bruce Wayne lost this good man father. But in this, you see like the real man, like a tough business executive who's not taking shit from people.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds great.
No!
Set up a date right now. Are you available next Thursday?
Arkham. I like how it looks creepy and dingy, but still looks like an actual hospital.
Yeah, I feel like the other iterations of Arkham that we've seen, it looks like an abandoned, haunted mansion, not an actual facility.
It is. Fleck. Penny Fleck. Let's see. Diagnosed by Dr. Benjamin Stoner.
I guess this is before HIPAA.
I've never been so invested in reading the shit they put on camera. Child adoption. Oh, it's the end!
You adopted him. We have all the paperwork right here.
What the flamingo?
Now it's raining to match his mood. At this point in the movie, he has done almost nothing that resembles the comic book Joker character.
No, but yet
you could see it.
It fits, and it's hard.
It's like the story Heath Ledger's Joker didn't want to tell.
Yeah, it's like you could take this and put it to that as the origin, and it fits and it makes sense, and it's almost weird not to feel like it's hard not to feel bad for the guy.
Your name's Arthur, right? You live down the hall.
Wait.
I really need you to leave.
This relationship was in his head. This movie, I love watching this movie fuck with you. It's great.
What? No, she went. Oh, don't do that. No. That's no.
The movie, the score is getting more dramatic. I don't know who scored the movie, but they did a fantastic job.
Wait, so was the phone call not real either?
His entire relationship was in his head. Except maybe them riding up the elevator that first time.
Right, but then now it's making me question the representative from Murray's show. Did he make that up? Oh my goodness. Oh, my brain hurts.
Well, you're supposed to be inside the mind of a crazy person watching this.
Like, and I pride myself in being able to like figure shit out with movies so good, and this is not working, man. It's smoke in the hospital.
Right next to the oxygen tubes and shit.
My life was a tragedy. But now.
That's life.
Oh, here's the green.
Say.
Not to be weird about it, but there's something about the whitey tighties that adds to the character that just makes sense.
And that they're also loose on him.
Yeah.
Like he's that skinny that the whitey tighties aren't even tight.
I hear it's gonna be nuts.
Oh, was that today?
Oh, he locked the door.
My mom died. Celebrating.
What?
That's because the suspect was a regular-sized person. A fucking midget, you'd be in jail right now.
I feel bad laughing at the same thing he laughs at.
Yeah, it makes you question your ethics for a second.
Thank you, Brando. Thank you so much. I just want to...
Damn.
Whoa, through the eye! Holy shit!
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? That's what you're gonna run! Oh, he's too short to unlock the door.
Damn. You're right about the lock.
Sorry.
You've got to ask the murderer to let you out. Oh my.
There he is in full costume.
Oh my Lord. Oh, train full of clowns.
You know, if I saw a train full of clowns, I wouldn't get on the train.
Nope.
No. I'll walk. I'll take the taxi.
I probably wouldn't.
I'll hitchhike.
Probably wouldn't take a train.
I'll just stay home.
I'll just stay home. I find myself very conflicted. I don't know who I should be rooting for right now.
You empathize with the Joker, but at the same time, he's a friggin' murderer.
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
Yes!
There it is. That is the most low-key, yet perfect solidification of the name.
Yeah.
Still got the flipping gun. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
Feel a little suspense building?
I haven't had a movie do this to me in so long.
Your son's been hit by a drunk driver. He's dead.
With the trumpet.
Cannot joke about that.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Killed those 3 Wall Street guys.
Ooh.
I killed those guys because they were awful.
Police, get what you fucking deserve!
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, man. You know, I've seen it before, and it still gets me.
Not that I condone this, but good shot. What the hell?
Please remember, that's...
Oh, shit.
It's fucking nuts.
Do you see the dial tone thing just going in front of my brain right now?
And now the city is just going fucking nuts.
Holy, just, oh my. And in his mind, he's a hero.
He's just enjoying the shit out of the chaos. I think the first time in his life he's been happy watching the city burn.
It's like Heath's Joker said, just like everything burns.
Movie's not over yet.
That's the part that worries me. And then I go parade him through the streets like Simba? No! No!
I'm holding my lips shut so I don't say anything.
Shut up! No! No! Don't you dare! That is... No! No! The balls!
Yeah. Oh, your face says it all, man. Yeah, just when you thought that every way of showing the Wayne family getting killed has already been done, pretty unique take on that. That is...
What? I apologize for my face, folks.
And also his facial expressions for the reaction. That too.
Wow. Well played. I'll give you that. The blood on his shoes.
Yep, walking out of the room, his feet are bloody.
The end, like it's some old classic Hollywood film.
I'm so glad I made you watch this.
I fully get why it got every bit of attention that it did, and every accolade and every praise. Cinematically, that was beautiful. The score was great. The lighting was great. The everything. The Joaquin Phoenix. Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
He won the Oscar for that.
He deserves it. The people that have told me about this movie prior to me watching it, obviously, said that the best way that you're going to enjoy it is about going into it and disassociating yourself from it being the Joker that we know from the comics.
From it being a Batman movie. It's not a Batman movie.
It's not a Batman movie. But I think that I would edit that advice and I say, you are welcome to still understand that this is the Joker from the comic book world. Because again, the Bruce thing, the alleyway there with Thomas and Martha, like the appreciations and the nods that were still there for Batman fans, I think it were some of the biggest moments that just blew my flipping mind.
You have no idea how hard it was not to say things or not to react ahead of something happening. Because I knew the Waynes were going to get shot in the alley. I knew Murray Franklin was going to get shot in the head. I knew all those details. I knew that his mom was not really, that she was crazy.
And part of me, I saw Murray dying. That one didn't, it caught me off guard, but it didn't surprise me. In the back of my head, I saw the Waynes dying, but I thought I was like, well, maybe they would have Joker do it. And then I'm like, that doesn't. So
he did it indirectly.
I've got just nothing but just watch the last however long this is. My face says it all. This is the first movie in a very long time that has surprised me multiple times, and that I have not been able to call it shot for shot for shot. And I just cannot, I'm genuinely at a loss for words. And I have not had that out of a movie in 5, 6 years. Thank you for making me watch this.
Well, I'm just astonished you haven't, because both of us are really big Batman fans. And just somehow this movie slipped by you. And I mean, that can happen. And it's not really a Batman movie. So you have to go into it thinking this is DC always has its parallel universes and its alternate realities and stuff. So if you just think of this as a alt world, like Earth 627 or whatever, I don't think it could really be the same Joker in the comics because of how young Bruce Wayne is here. He's going to be fighting this geriatric Batman or this geriatric Joker when he's older. Kind of the same problem he had in the Gotham TV show, where all the villains are adults when Bruce Wayne's a kid.
Yep.
But even so, maybe a different Joker will pick up the mantle when because there's definitely a lot of other Jokers out there now.
Yes.
But we'll see what happens in the sequel. I think this is a great time to do this reaction because Joker 2, Joker Fully Ado, is coming out. And what they did with Joker, I can't wait to see what these people are going to do with Harley Quinn.
Yeah, and I'm interested because the casting for it is Harley Quinn as Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
And so from a story perspective, I'm interested to see where they pick it up. And normally this is the part where I'd be really worried about a sequel royally screwing something up. But I feel like if Joaquin Phoenix is as attached to this as he was to this, because I guess this was a project of his for so long, I'm genuinely excited for this.
Yeah, I've been pretty excited for the Joker 2 movie for quite some time, and I really appreciate that. One thing that's great about this movie, this isn't really the movie's fault exactly, but the movie it was a very low budget movie. There's no CGI monsters.
Yep.
There's no aliens. There's no spaceships. There's no special effects, really. The car crashes at the end are basically the entirety of the big action.
Yeah.
And just small gunshots and stuff. The movie cost very little to make, but it grossed over $1 billion. It's one of the most, for cost to profit, it's one of the most profitable movies ever made.
This, I think, is a great example. And granted, I'm a nobody in the world of film critics and stuff like that, but this is a great example of just beautiful, artistic storytelling.
Yeah, you don't need $18 quadrillion to make a good movie.
Right. For you to feel the emotions. And like I said, when the train thing was happening, like I don't know who I should be rooting for right now. They established it so well and they carried it so well. And it's like, you know what he's doing is wrong, but you can't help but twistedly justify it. And it's just this was amazing.
Yeah, it is. I think I don't use this word for very many movies, but I think this is a masterpiece.
I would agree. Absolutely.
There isn't a hero to root for. There really isn't. You can feel sorry for Joker,
yes,
but you do not condone his actions. But part of you, psychologically, the director tricks the audience into feeling happy that Murray Franklin gets killed.
Right. Murray
Franklin's kind of a dick, but he's not a villain. He's not a guy that deserved to get murdered. But at the same time, when they bang and he shoots the guy in the head, a little part of the audience is like, fuck yeah.
Right.
But you shouldn't feel that way, but you do. You get it really taps into the darkness in the audience.
There was a psychological element to this movie that I think a lot of movies that label themselves as psychological thrillers don't really lean on that because they go into it's like Ghost and shit like that, or whatever. This was I think a true psychological thriller. Just when you think you had it figured out, they did something else that just, when you couldn't already pick your jaw up from the floor, it goes another 10 feet over it. It just there was a genuine physical reaction out of this film that I love this. This is amazing. This isn't for the camera. I am this fucking happy about this movie. Holy shit.
But he's not like the maniacal, I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore the Mark Hamill cartoon Joker, yes. But this is not that at all. It's a real person. Well, it's fictional, but you know what I mean. It presents a real person with real problems who just snaps. Society just keeps shitting on the person until he just, fuck it.
Well, and
what are you going to do to me?
What's really interesting from a cinematic perspective is, so you had brought up the graffiti in the beginning, and it made everything look dingy, and the piles of trash, and everyone kind of...
Yeah, it's like New York at its worst in like the 70s and 80s. Yeah. It doesn't say when it's supposed to be, but obviously it's supposed to be sometime in the, Sure. I'd like peg 1979 as a random year,
That sounds right. But here was an interesting thing that I started to notice about, I'd say maybe midway through, is did you notice that the shots, initially I loved how they framed everything up because it seemed like they were trying to capture just the beauty of the city while he's struggling. But as I continued to watch it and as things continued to evolve within the story, they kept these really grand shots, and it almost gave me this feeling of, it's not that the city's so big, but that it's making him feel this small. Mm-hmm. And I feel like as towards the end of the film came about, the shots came closer on him because his character, his persona became bigger. And I don't know if that was intentional or if I'm just this jacked about this film right now, but that's the feeling that I got. I mean, he came up the stairs the first time he did that dance before, when he was still in his normal clothes. And the stairway was this big and he was this little. But towards the end, he was the focus of it because he was becoming bigger and this persona was becoming larger. And I was just like, there's so much about this that was subtle that just added layers to this film.
And it gives you proof that you don't need to have all the CGI in the world to make a superhero comic book movie.
Correct.
Well, I wouldn't call this a superhero movie, but a comic book movie.
Correct.
You need a good story. That's the most important thing. The special effects can definitely enhance a movie, but this didn't have any CGI as far as I could tell. They probably used some CGI to tweak the background, or, like the Gotham City skyline is a fictional skyline, but it's seamless. Yeah, they're not showing off their effects budget. They're just trying to make you feel like this is a real place, and they succeeded. And it just shows that in the modern era, it used to be the comic book shit was just laughed at and made fun of.
Right.
Comic book shit wins Oscars now.
This is proof that there are stories in comics.
That's why I don't believe in superhero fatigue. I think that Marvel and DC have made some mistakes, but people will watch a good movie, and there's a hunger for this.
You've got to make it the right way. It has to be made the right way. And I think, I know it'll never happen, but I would love to see this Joker with Matt Reeves' Batman.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, this was so well done. I don't even want to, I will never say this again in my life. I don't even want to talk about Batman. This was just so perfect. And I'm sorry, like, Joaquin Phoenix was perfect. I could not put a different actor in that place. Even Heath Ledger, I adore that Joker, but he was perfect for the chaos ensuing villain. Joaquin Phoenix was perfect for this Joker.
Exactly.
I can't say enough about it.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson was probably closest to the comic book Joker. Heath Ledger was the more modern chaos Joker. Yep. I think this is just the most character-driven Joker. And they're all fantastic and they're all great. I'll give one closing thought. I'm a big fan of Alfred Hitchcock movies. Yep. And Alfred Hitchcock is really great at interesting camera angles and visual storytelling. Mm-hmm. The camera will linger on something. Most modern movies are just quick cut. No images on the screen for more than 2 seconds. Yep. In this movie, he'll hold a shot for a long time and slowly pan in, and he'll show you things visually to tell the story. Like when he's laying in bed, there's the newspaper on the floor with the article about the Joker murders, the gun on the table, the cigarette pack. That's very Hitchcockian, the up-downward angle. My love for Alfred Hitchcock movies, I don't know anything about the director, but I would not be surprised at all if he studied Hitchcock films.
Right. And I mean, even you look at like the times that he was on the ground and getting the shit kicked out of him. You talk about lingering on a shot for so long. It would have been so easy to go to the shot of the feet and the shot to his gut and the shot of his face and the shot of but they just kept it on his face as he just sat there and kind of like trembled and like just like spasmed as he's getting the shit kicked out of him. And again, to the point about what you just mentioned with the directing style, but then also like, I think there's a degree of this film that like, especially in modern society, and granted, this is 4 or 5 years old at this point, if not longer, that we don't want to look at bad stuff. We see something uncomfortable, we scroll past it, right? Or there's another thing. This made you look at what's uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I think that helped make you buy into his suffering so much.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better. You're exactly right. And this movie really just brought you into that world, and you forget the best movies are movies you forget you're watching movies. Yes. You just get absorbed into that world. Yes. And this movie did that. So any final thoughts?
I'll just apologize again for my facial expressions because and you said this here. This will be my closing thought. I forgot for a second that we were recording because I'm sitting there and my face just and I'm like, shit, we have an episode. I was so sucked into it, and this is one of the few things too. And it's like, and not to shit on our setup, where like. People are like, I need to see this in a theater. We watched this fucking thing on a laptop.
With the little earbuds, yeah.
And I could not have been more drawn into it, let alone seeing this in the theater.
I saw it in the theater, and I walked out of the theater, and I don't know if I said anything for a half hour after I watched the movie for the first time.
I don't know that I would have either if we didn't have a microphone on me right now. Like, shit. Think of something to say, Steve. That is my closing thoughts. I highly recommend, if you have not seen it like a loser like I was, please go and watch this film. If you have seen it, watch it again. This is amazing. I will highly encourage you guys, please give a like to this video, hit subscribe, tune in for more things that we're going to react to and talk about. And until next time.
And we're definitely going to watch the second one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not even an option.
And we'll definitely record something about that. In what form, we'll figure that out then. But thank you so much for stopping by the Reaction Lounge, folks. We're open to suggestions. If you have other things you'd like us to watch, other things you'd like us to talk about just drop them in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this movie? Do you like it as much as we do? Are we overreacting? Let us know. And again, thanks for stopping by the lounge.
Cheers.